Hi everybody, it's June 7th, 2023. This is kind of a Darcy's update. Um, my life is going up and down a lot, and the downs are getting to be kind of big. And over the last few years, since I've been transitioning, uh, my roommate pops out. I'm going to cut this short because I don't really want to share this information with him directly. That would be awkward. Anyway, it's, I don't have my own place anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't. Anyway, over the last several years, I've been quite firmly told by people to get away from them, and how dare I be next to them, or they didn't even say it that way exactly, but I was going to move in with another person to lower my rent, and I was trying to arrange move out dates and things because I have to sign leases here. So once I'm signed on, I'm here for a year, whether I want to be or not. My lease was coming due, and I was trying to arrange things and get things moved out of here. And I got so much junk in this place. Some of it is not much of it is not junk. Much of it is things I would like to keep. But anyway, so I'm trying to make arrangements, and then instead of them just telling me to my face that they didn't want to deal with any of this with me, they called the cops on me. Okay, and that was a really hard experience for me. Um, But all I said was, yeah, if I'd realized that's how they felt, I wouldn't have bothered and I would have just walked away. Um, I was at my workplace and I work with a bunch of teenagers, and I made the mistake of telling one of those teenagers I was a teenage parent, and that was probably not a wise decision on my part. And I used the phrase "wear a condom" because I just wanted them to know, don't become a teenage parent. But that had people thinking that I was propositioning this teenager, which I was not. And so, I was going to get charged, and I was sent home for several days. And during that time, I started to believe them when they were telling me what a monster I was. Like, I was, things were going to get very extreme during those 3 days, but my spouse stopped me. I don't have that spouse anymore to stop me. Um, I am seen by the world as a large man in a dress. That's how the world sees me. And that is how the police will see me if there's ever a complaint filed against me. I'm aware of that. I've been very fortunate that the police, when I had to deal with them, have pretty much been on my side. But I haven't, except for that one time, been on the receiving end of their negative attention. And even then, all it was a phone call, but it shook me. So I am very, very rejection sensitive. And I'm also very sensitive to the fact that I can't even appear to be stalking somebody or being too interested in them or trying to force myself into any situation whatsoever. So I'm very sensitive to that. And I thought I was doing pretty good last week because I had this person who wanted me to be around and things were going great. And then we were going on little dates, not massive dates. We were going on picnics and we go to the movies. And then suddenly, according to them, I did something dirty and underhanded. I don't know what the dirty underhanded thing I did was, other than say we've been on a few dates now and I consider this dating. And I guess that was just too much. So that's hurtful to me, that my saying that was too much. It wasn't that I did anything wrong. But apparently I did. And so sometimes I'll post things on Facebook or wherever just to let people know that I'm hurting. Because I am. It's a pity party. I just gotta get over it, right? People have hated me my whole life without needing a reason. And these minor things that I've dealt with are not hate. At least the most recent minor thing was not hate. And the minor things before that weren't really hate either, except that people were like, how dare you post a picture of us together, in a casual setting. Um, the one girl I was friends with at work, but only at work, and we formed a bond, it seemed. And I wanted to be friends outside of work because I knew that job wouldn't last, and they were very adamant that they did not want to be friends outside of that very safe work environment where they felt safe. And I'm like, well, if you don't feel safe with me, and if you don't really want to be friends with me, then you're not really my friend. Because either you're my friend all the time or you're not my friend. Um, that's kind of my viewpoint, which was really sad because I really had a connection with this person, and I've lost that now. I don't connect with a whole lot of people, so but I'm used to people taking my time for granted, and they'll want me to come do things with them, and then I'll make arrangements to go do those things. But because something doesn't work out exactly perfectly, suddenly they're like, well, no, you can go away now. And then my whole day's lost. I'm like, well, I gave you my whole day. And because the stars didn't line up perfectly over here, you threw it away. And people do that to me a lot. And I tolerate it. I put up with it. But after a while, I start to feel less appreciated. And sometimes I even feel used, which I guess I shouldn't feel used, but sometimes I do. And anyway, this is Darci's pity party. Don't feel you have to put too much into my whining about people not liking me or me not being happy with things. Life doesn't work out for most people most of the time. I am safe. Nobody's hurting me. I'm just sad and lonely and pathetic. And it's very frustrating to be all those things at once. But long term, I'll be okay. I just got to get over myself and accept that, at any point in time, anybody I'm hanging out with can just decide in that moment that my presence is annoying. And, like, it's just a phone call, man. Yeah, this guy in a dress just won't leave me alone. He keeps harassing me. And the cops will be on it. Okay? They'll be on your side. Just have to imply that I'm spending too much time with those children. Whose children? Does it matter? Nope. I'm spending too much time with those children. Therefore, I must be a pervert. Now, I love kids in all the right ways. Always love kids. But sometimes, even if you love kids, if you're a stranger in an environment, they're going to, react. And I can live with that because I'm an adult and I know that their kids reacting. But if the other adults in the room can't live with that, like, oh, what can I do? I can't control your emotions. I can accept the child's going to act childish, but you have to accept it too. And just know that for a little while, Tommy or Jenny or whoever, they're going to make strange around me because I'm weird. They'd make strange around me anyways, probably, if I'm new to their environment. But I mean, like, I understand how most people see a man in a dress, including children. Yeah, that's okay. Trust comes with time, but I don't have, I don't look right. So people don't want to give me the time. Anyway, I'll be fine. I'm just sad. But I just need to get over it. Life isn't fair to anybody. So I'm sorry this is a downer, but some people might want to know why I'm posting the things I'm posting on my social media, and that's why. But I'll be okay. Darci's Corner. Peace.